Hi everyone, this is John. I hope this is recording. I think this is recording. Just want to talk about the double cross Super Bowl last night. You know, the poor Bengals, they got double crossed. I guarantee you at the beginning of that game, they probably had it that it was, well, I know it was scripted. It was scripted for the Bengals to win, but they put in the double cross. The double cross started when the Rams kicker missed the extra point, which would have made it 14 points, but instead it made it 13 points. So, if you go look at my video, the video I made about the Super Bowl, the one with the white cup, you can see with the dash down, it says love. In that video, I said that it would be 44 points, which I was off by 1 point, because, well, if he had made that kick, it would have been 24 points instead of 23 points. That's important. So the double cross was definitely on if you watched the game at all. It started with the extra point kick being missed. That's when I knew that the double cross was on, that they were going to double cross the Bengals and give the game to the Rams. And they even said it when the kicker missed the extra point, that it was going to be crucial at the end of the game, and it was, but not in the way people were thinking. I think it had to do with betting, you know, because the Rams were given 4 points or something, or favored by so many points, and they didn't beat the point spread. Also, if I had known that someone made a $5 million bet on the Bengals, well, that would have definitely let me know that, you know, the Bengals weren't going to win that game. The Beast and his system they weren't going to pay out that money on a $5 million bet. I wish I had known that beforehand, because then I would have known the double cross was on. I started knowing the double cross was on when that kicker missed the extra point, and then when the guys announcing the game said what they said, I was like, oh, they're going to do the double cross, which they did, because if you watch the Bengals owner in his box, he seemed like he knew that his team had it in the bag. Like, I mean, at one point it looked like he was going to fall asleep while he was sitting there watching the game. I was like, he looks like a guy who already knows his team's going to win. So I think it was definitely scripted. Well, I know it was scripted, and I know it was double-crossed, and here's how we know it was double-crossed, which I didn't really see it in I didn't take notice because I didn't watch the halftime show. I didn't want to watch the halftime show. I left the room, came out here, and was watching another video out here in the kitchen while that halftime show was going on. I wish I would have saw it, because I didn't know until afterwards that in that video they had 3 convertibles, 3 automobiles that were convertibles with the tops down. Which, if I had seen that, then I would have known for sure that the double cross was on, because 3, you know what 3 is, right? Abaddon, Apollyon, the angel of the bottomless pit, Lucifer, Satan, it doesn't matter. They're all the same, right? Definitely, the fix was on. I knew it was going to happen, especially when we were in the third quarter, because the way I thought they had it scripted, I knew they had it scripted that the Rams quarterback was going to get sacked in the third quarter. I mentioned that in my video. If you go look at my video, I said about they'd have 44 points total. And I messed up. That's another thing. I messed up in my video, because I said it'd be 44 points, but I said that it was going to be 23-17, which if you add that up, that's only 40 points, not 44. So, because what I meant to say, it was going to be 23-21. So, which it wound up being 23-20. And, the fix was in by number 3. That's where I want to get. Most people only see the 2 football teams on the field as being the teams, but there's a third team on that football field called the referees. The third team, the referees, Abaddon, Apollyon. So, I was happy that the Rams won, but at the same time, I was really pissed off because I realized what it meant at the end of the game, that the fix was in by the referees, the number 3s. They fixed the game for the Rams to win. So what they were really saying there at the end of that game is that the Rams didn't have the ability to win on their own without number 3, the referees, the black and whites, stripes, intervening, throwing a bullshit flag, which gave the Rams more chances to get into the end zone. And then there was, another flag, and then the Rams finally got in the end zone to win the game 23-20, which it would have been 24-20, which would have been 44. I said that the quarterback was going to get sacked in the third quarter, but I said 9 minutes and 11 seconds, but they flipped it. And actually, the Rams quarterback wound up getting sacked in the third quarter, but with 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go. So they twisted that there, which, the whole thing with the whole game was a double cross game, just like the double cross game a few years ago, probably 4 years ago, with the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. There's no way, with any logic, that people thought that the Eagles should have won that Super Bowl against the New England Patriots. Especially since the Philadelphia Eagles, after that Super Bowl against the Patriots, they didn't do nothing after that. They still ain't doing nothing, right? The Eagles are nothing. So, the way I see it, they double-crossed the Bengals this year, but I think the fix is definitely in for a rematch next year of the Rams and the Bengals, because this year they let the Rams win, with help of number 3 team, the referees. People, do you understand what's going on here? They're literally, Lucifer and his beast system were mocking us so bad last night in that game by basically letting the Rams win, giving the Rams the ability to get another chance to get into the end zone and win the game. Basically saying that the Rams can't win without the help of the number 3 team on the field, the referees. But Lucifer, Satan, Cain, his minions, they got an ass kicking coming that they just can't even begin to imagine. And then they're done. That's it. They're done. All right? Let's see. You ain't going to be resting, you dumbass. I guarantee you at the end of that game, the owner from the Cincinnati Bengals, because if you watched the game and watched him, he was like about going to sleep, like he knew that his team was going to come back and win the game. And, he didn't get excited until the last 2 minutes of the game. So I'm sure that at the end of the game, he was in a room somewhere in that stadium with the commissioners from the NFL calming him down, saying, hey, it's okay. The fix is in for you guys next year. I guarantee it. Next year, the fix is in. I bet it'll be a rematch. I bet it'll be the Rams and the Bengals, and next year, which is actually still this year because it's the year of the tiger. So if you actually go look, it won't be I wonder what the next zodiac is on the China. It's the rabbit. Next year's the year of the rabbit. I know who the rabbit is. That's interesting. This year was the year of the tiger, which really is still until next February, I think, right? Yeah. Because actually the year of the tiger just started in February. Yes, this whole year is the year of the tiger. So, I'm sure that it's in the fix for the Tigers, the Bengals, to go to the Super Bowl next year against the Rams. And then next year's Super Bowl, I guarantee you it's definitely going to be scripted and stay scripted that the Bengals kill the Rams next year in the year of the rabbit. Yep. I think Father might have a different plan. I really do. I think he's got a different plan. I think he's got a different plan. Well, at least for his children. Because I just realized now, it popped into my head that next year's the year of the rabbit, and then I think the year after that's the year of the dragon. Which is the same thing, the rabbit and the dragon are the same. So anyhow, I don't know if you actually paid attention and watched the stupid bowl last night, but the double cross was in, just like they double crossed the Patriots 4 years ago. That's interesting, just like it would have been 24 points. That's interesting. That'd be 24-24. Huh. So anyhow, they definitely double-crossed. They definitely double-crossed the Bengals. And you know what? It reminds me now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of reminds me of in the I Pet Goat video, you know, where the girl and the tiger, she's waving the white flag, she's surrendering, but death turns her around. You know, it's kind of weird because in that game last night near the end, it seemed like the Bengals just died. Like they put up the white flag and surrendered and let the, well, they didn't only, because the number 3 team on the field, the referees, of course, you know, threw their yellow flags to give the Rams the ability to try again, and then they gave them another try until they got the touchdown to win. Plus, it seems like the Rams weren't really doing, the Rams defense didn't seem like they were doing anything until the second half. It's a very weird game. It was definitely a double-cross game. I guarantee you that the owner of the, because if you watched him, man, the way he looked like, oh, it's no big deal. This game's in the bag. My team's going to win then. But the double cross, I always forget about the double cross, man. I got to keep remembering about the double cross. You know, Lucifer, he's a messed up being. Satan and his son Cain. Well, Lucifer, his son Satan, his son Cain, they're really messed up. Their whole line is so messed up. You know, that's who you see in front of you, you know, on TV, basketball, football, baseball. It's all their lineage, you know. Boy, I really hope Father has different plans, you know. I don't want to be here anymore. I hate this place. I really don't want to be here anymore. Well, not that I ever really think I ever really did want to be here. I mean, this place sucks, man. I mean, it really sucks. It really sucks. I mean, it's just amazing when you really, really sit down and think and analyze what happened in that game. It was the double cross, no doubt about it. Lucifer double crossed his own. But he did it to mock the Rams by letting the Rams win at the end. By making, you know, if you really understand, the Rams, the only way the Rams won that game last night at the end was by the referees throwing the bullshit flags to give the Rams the... I mean, the Rams still had to go in and score, which I wish I would have also known, because I only looked at the quarterbacks, and that's another thing. When I looked at the quarterbacks, I didn't really pay attention to the Rams quarterback because I was all fixated. See, oh man, I was so fixated on the Bengals, on them, that I just looked at the Bengals quarterback and saw that he was number 9. And if you know anything, number 9 is a lost thing. So I figured a lost thing was going to win the Super Bowl. But then I realized later on as the game was going that the Rams quarterback is number 9 too. So no matter what, they had a number 9 in the Super Bowl last night that was a lost thing that was going to win the game no matter what. But in the end, they fixed it to let the number 9 of the Rams win, because that's what happened. I mean, really, that's what happened. They fixed the game. The referees, the third team, threw the flags. I mean, they still had to score, but when you give them enough chance, I'm sure they would have given them another chance. Even if, you know, they hadn't scored, they probably would have called another flag. You have to call 3 in a row, right? Inside 2 minutes. Oh, Lucifer, man. You know, that's why the scripture says, be as wise as the serpent, but as gentle as the dove. Yep. I really hate this place. I hope our Father comes and I hope he comes sooner than later. Well, he's with us now. Hopefully all this is about to change, people. Alright, everyone out there that actually watches me and really even gives a shit or cares, you know. It's kind of discouraging when I look at my videos and I only get, you know, 3, 4 thumbs up. Not that I care. I mean, that's not the important thing. It's really not. The important thing is the message. The important thing is, do you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? Do you see him when... Do you know him and see him when you know and see him? You know what I'm saying? Alright, everyone. Peace, love, joy, kindness. And if you paid any attention to that stupid bowl last night, you should have realized when, you know, the kicker missed the easy extra point. I mean, that's almost a given in the NFL. You know, the no father league. That's what NFL is. No father. They have no father in the league, you know. It's all Lucifer in the league. Huh, yeah. Alright, everyone. May our Father soon. Because, you know, I did a video and I did a video showing that those who are still in their chains, those are the ones who are about to get burned up, people. Because the light is going to shine so damn bright that those who are still wrapped up in their chains, no matter where you're at, it doesn't matter if you're down in a hole, if you're in a dungeon, a pit, a bunker, no matter what, that light's going to shine so damn bright that anybody who's not of it is going to be turned to ashes. Yep. Alright, everyone. I hope you're in the light. Peace, love, joy, kindness.